G'day and welcome to Shadowrun Hong Kong. We've just done our regular run cooldown of chatting with all our companions, chatting with everyone in Haoi that we care about. And now we're chatting with Captain Jomo. Oh there, come to admire the river with Jomo. Have a bottle of Baiju we can spare? No, I have a bottle of Baiju we can share. Not right now, Jomo. I need a favor. What favor can Jomo do for you? I need a body dumped. You need a body dumped at sea? I can do it fast. No one will see. Maybe you need to hide some cargo on a beach. Make a map with X marks the spot. Captain Jomo burst into hearty laughter, slapping his side in mirth. I need you to take me to the sinking ship, because Gobbet vanished on us. She almost certainly ran off to the sinking ship, and it's time to help her. Ah, easy la. I know exactly where that heap of junk is. Okay, so we have to take Izzy, and that's it. There's no choices here. Okay, I guess there's no choices. There's no choices. I'm kind of surprised that we can't take anyone else. But yeah, I guess we'll meet up with Gobbet. Hung Hom Bay, Captain Jomo's converted speedboat chops through the rough water like a cleaver through chicken bones, launching you skyward with every wave that it hits. Your destination, the sinking ship, Gobbet's former home. The orc pirate laughs and opens the throttle. Wind and rain lash your face as the floating amalgam of shipping containers grows larger. You can see it's stacked at least 3 containers deep, an inelegant brick of corrugated weathering steel. An assortment of pontoons, buoys, and other flotation devices have been lashed to the base of the raft to prevent it from tipping. You don't know what's happening here, or why Gobbet felt the need to face it alone, but one way or another, you're going to find out. Okay, so that's it. We don't have anything to put on us. We're going to spend a lot of this, any combats we encounter here, and there will be fighting, hiding around a corner while our drones clear things out. The scramble up the side of the sinking ship was treacherous. You hold yourself over the edge with your heart hammering in your chest, clawing for purchase against the wind and the driving rain. Walking on the surface deck isn't much better. The steel you're standing on is slick, sheeted with water from the rainstorm that hammers down from above. Every time you shift your weight, you can feel your feet begin to slide. There are no safety rails in sight. A slip, a rogue wave, it wouldn't take much to send you screaming over the edge of the raft into the dark water below. This thing is a wreck. I can't believe that Gobbet ever chose to live here. Isabel gingerly prods at a rusted section of the container that you're standing on with her boot. It depresses easily with way too much give. What do you expect? You've seen her cabin inside the Kraken? That's fair. This is still worse, though. At least her cabin isn't falling apart. Truth is, what we're seeing here doesn't even fit. The lady in charge of this thing, Melinda, or whatever her name was supposed to be some sort of control freak, and Gobbet always talked her pal Cadmus up as a top-quality repair guy. Does this thing look like it's in good repair to you? No, but we don't know. A sudden rust of wind buffets you, sending you sliding. Isabel drops to her crouch, clinging to the metal gloved hands to keep her from slipping. We should get moving. It's dangerous up here and my gear's getting soaked. Agreed. Let's find Gobbet and make sure she's alright. You take the lead. I'll follow. Okay. Devil rats. Don't let them bite you. Another swarm. Kill it. Okay. So I guess we need to fight these rats that have just shown up. So, you know how I said that we will be spending much of this fight hiding in a corner? Well, not quite. Okay, now. I need you to kill this thing now. So the thing is... yeah, there we go. And yeah, so 3 AP does a lot for us here. Okay, done. Activate our other drone. So I'm going for these ones first, because they're most likely to to run up to me and kill me. Alright, Izzy, you move over here, and then I guess shoot this one. Good job. Ah, yes, good. Oh, why are they ignoring me? It's not me ignoring them. Oh, nice. Of course, that's right. There's more than that. Okay, Izzy. I can just do this, right? Yeah. Oh. Less yeah. Didn't realize how big the blast radius was on that thing. At least we all heal up that amount. Come join us by the fire and get warm. The woman by the fire looks like she hasn't seen a bar of soap in weeks. Her companion doesn't look much better. Their faces are streaked with soot and grime that the rain seems impotent to wash away. Glad to see you made it through that in one piece. The woman smiles at you, revealing a set of crooked teeth. Please, come by this fire and get warm. Yeah, sure. Thank you for your hospitality. Her smile widens. Of course, we don't get strangers here often. It's far too miserable to turn away a guest. You want to tell me what's up with the killer rats? The devil rats, you mean? They're becoming something of a crisis for us. Don't know why they started attacking. We can't seem to wipe them out. Truth be told, we could really use your help. Alright. We'll help you with the rat problem, but you need to help us first. Refresh my memory. Didn't we just help peel a swarm of devil rats off them a few seconds ago? We didn't ask you to do that. We could have handled the rats on our own. We're looking for a friend. Alright, describe this friend of yours to me. She's young, about my age, orcish, shaved scalp and dreadlocks. Have you seen her? Afraid not. Wish we had, but we don't get to see many strangers here. So how about it? Will you help us with the rat infestation or not? Yeah, we'll help. The rats have been a huge problem for us. Between the damage they inflict and the disease they carry, it made it impossible for us to keep up our regular maintenance duties on the raft. If you follow us, we'll lead you down below decks, and with your help we'll get this ship cleared out again. Hang on a second, got a few more questions to ask first. When you said the rats were keeping you from your regular maintenance duties, what do you mean? Keeping a raft like this is a full-time job, and the devil rat infestation isn't helping. We've got dozens of people below decks, scrounging for materials to fix leaks and shore up the weak parts of the hull. If something doesn't happen soon, we're going to have to stop working on it altogether, and if that happens, it's only a matter of time before she capsizes. And what disease do the rats carry? Vitus. It's a non-replication capable strain. But if you catch it, you can't pass it on to anyone, but it can still kill you. Why bother staying here at all? If I were you, I'd just pick up my things and go. This is our home, our nest. We ain't going to leave it, no matter what. The woman interjects, cutting her partner short. What he means to say is we don't have anywhere else to go. If we were abandon the sinking ship, we'd probably end up forced into the walled city. Satisfied for now. Go ahead and lead. We'll follow. I am inherently suspicious of any effort to send us below with another group of people. I just can't help but feel that we're being led into a trap. I don't remember how this goes, but I'm pretty sure that this is trap-like. A shallow pool of standing water is gathered on the platform, separating it from an access hatch at the edge of the raft. Electricity arcs over the surface of the pool in an angry spiderweb of blue-white light. Whoa, hold up! Damned anti-boarding system's gone haywire again. Look, it isn't draining the way it's supposed to. Again? We just fixed the pump last week. Anti-boarding system? What the hell is this? A bad idea, that's what. Blame the Shadowrunners who lived on this thing before we did. It's like an anti-theft system on a car, only a lot meaner. When it gets tripped, the channel floods and the ship's power gets shunted into water. It can deliver a hell of a shock. Only now, it seems to trigger randomly, and the pump we installed as a workaround has started breaking down at the drop of a hat. What? First we get attacked by devil rats, and now this. I'm detecting a theme on this raft. It isn't our fault that rats have kept our people from fixing things. It wasn't like this before they infested the raft. It used to be a good place to live. Well, isn't that dangerous, all things considered? You got boots on, you could probably make it across without... It's pouring out, we're both drenched, and that thing has to be putting out a lot of voltage for the arcs to be visible like that. Trying to cross that pool as is would be a really bad idea. Maybe we can find a way to drain the water. Yeah, that pump over there. I'm guessing that one isn't working? Yeah, that's the one. It's supposed to keep this part of the deck clear, but it keeps breaking down. Stupid, stupid thing. Must have burned through 4 different fuses in the past 2 weeks. We'll try fixing the pump first. And if that doesn't work, we'll look around for another solution. One that doesn't involve crossing on foot. Okay, we got a flying drone. So, this shouldn't be that hard, right? I assume I could send the flying drone over without any risk to it. Okay, before you sits a very worn and very non-functional water pump. An ancient hose sneaks down from the pump into a drainage channel along the deck. Looks pretty busted. We could fix it with some of the junks. Maybe we could fix it with some of the junk that's littering the deck. Let's see, what do we got? Upon closer inspection, you can see it suffers from clear signs of neglect. Years of near-constant use and deferred maintenance have taken their toll on the machine, and it's recently broken down. Heavy scoring and burn patterns indicates the reason why the pump isn't working. A blown fuse. And we can try and jury-rig it. We pop the rusted metal hatch on the pump's casing and examine the machine's internal workings. If you wanted to, you could bypass the burnt-out fuse and draw from the system's reserve power directly. Doing so would give you one or two more charges, but could also damage the machine beyond repair. Let's look for things we can use to repair it. I mean, I don't want to break the raft in the process of trying to fix it. Okay, a rusted crank wheel. The floor grates here look similar to the ones near all the flooding. Yeah, this could be connected. I can see some lines running under the lip of this container. It might be a solution to our flooding problem, assuming you can get that wheel to budge, that is, which we can't. Okay. We can chat with these folk. Why not? One of the locals looks up at the sound of your approach. The others remain huddled around the low fire, their backs hunched against the pelting rain. You need something, boy? If not, shove off. This fire's taken. Water pump's broken on the other side of the deck. You know where I can find a fuse? Maybe. Could be a new fuse anywhere up here. We tend not to throw away things like that. Check the piles. It's where the bits and bobs usually wind up. I'd wash my hands if I were you, though. Rats have been known to hide in those piles. He's right. Might get chewed on if you're not careful. I wanted you to tell us what's going on around here. It's raining. That wasn't what he meant. Tell us about the devil rats. Strange things have always been happening here ever since the beginning. But yeah, things have been odder than usual lately. Those damn rats are a big part of it. All the people who've been getting sick have been considering packing up and moving out. But I got nowhere place to go. Been here 5 years, and everyone I care about lives on this raft, so here I stay. Have you seen Gobbet? Doubt it. Mostly keep to ourselves up here. Should be a new arrival, an orc about my age. Calls herself Gobbet. Seen her around? Never heard of her. Think you have. You said you lived here for about 5 years now, right? Yeah, about that long. Then you were here during Sue's mutiny? You know, the one that Gobbet helped to put down? I don't know. You're familiar with Shadowrunners. You know that would be dangerous people. You wouldn't be lying to me unless you were afraid of something. Yeah, he's afraid. With good reason. We all know what happens to people who break the rules. I don't care about your rules. All I care about is finding my friend. If you know something, now's the time to share it. Below. She went below. There were two up there. They saw her slip past them, but they were too afraid of getting punished to raise the alarm. They tried to catch her friend on foot, but she was too quick for him. She's still down there somewhere, and that's all I'm going to say. Thanks, you've been no more helpful than you know. You can thank us by keeping what you heard to yourself. I don't know where your friend is now, but all I know is that she went down below. I gotta go. Go then. Show off. If you're smart, you won't stop until you hit dry land. Okay, so basically search these things for fuses. And be prepared to fight devil rats occasionally. Okay, that's fine. Because, frankly, pow and pow. Like, this isn't actually going to go well for the devil rats. Oh, we got the fuse, right. Gotcha. I'm paying attention to things. We just heard something interesting from the other locals on the raft. They said that they saw you chasing after our friend. They're lying. We told you. We haven't seen her. I don't believe you. You're going to tell us what's really going on here, or we're going to have a problem. She looks frightened, but not of you. Her eyes keep darting towards the open hatch, as if she were afraid something might come swarming out of her. We can't. It's against the rules. We're told to take you below. Stupid girl. You are not supposed to tell him. It'll tear us to shreds if it finds out. Wait. Drop your weapons. No, wait, what will tear you to shreds? The squad looks beyond reason lost. He answers your question with a bullet. Rude! Super rude! Hey! Sorry, but you brought this on yourselves. One, by standing out there in the open like idiots. And two, because shooting me is very rude. Okay. There we go, good. I was hoping that there's a little splash on that. Come on! How do you miss someone standing in the open that far away from you? Izzy, show them how it's done. Okay, so yeah, they were totally trying to lead us into a trap. And here's a replacement fuse. It's fixed. Pump goes. This stops being lethal. There we go. It will tear us to shreds. I think we're dealing with the Devil Rat King. Down we go. Upon descending the ladder, you find yourself in the cramped confines of a shipping container. Interior walls have been erected of corrugated aluminium, and doors have been cut to allow passage from compartment to compartment. The air down here is ripe with the odor of rotting garbage. Well, I was wrong. This is even more disgusting than it was above deck. Any idea where we should go? I want to scope out this entire level. We go compartment to compartment, check everything. Sounds fair, thorough. I'd rather not, but I think it's the right call. Come on, let's go find Gobbet and get the hell out of here. Okay. So, are you gonna let me actually do something? Game? Game please? Yeah, okay. Cool. Inspect. Due to recent weather, only 3 people are allowed on top deck at a time. Report violations of this policy. Can't chat with this person. Open door. Chat with local inhabitant. Come on, chat. A middle-aged woman with a slouching posture stands with her back to the reinforced door. With a languid motion, she turns her head to stare at you. You folks, I'll be damned. The hell are you doing here? What's behind... Who are you? Name's Lisa. You can call me Lee, as though everyone on the raft does. What's behind that door there? Storage closet. Nothing worthwhile in there. I don't even know why they have me standing watch over the thing. But those are the rules, right? You can't question the rules. Hey, if there's nothing worthwhile in there, then it couldn't hurt to let us have a look inside, could it? I guess it couldn't. I mean, you can't steal nothing, can you? So how about it? Will you open the door? Here you go. Knock yourselves out. So you got leaky shipping container to shipping container. It's an interesting way to build a raft. Okay, let's see what we got here. Strangers, you picked a bad time to come visit. You're a terrible door guard. Aren't you out looking for gun-toting? No, yeah, it's a bad habit of mine. You guarding the room against the rats? Yes, the rats and the thing that's controlling them. I've never seen it myself, but I've heard stories. You want to talk to someone? Talk to the dwarf. I'm busy. I need to keep my eyes open for more of those little bastards. Can't let any more of them sneak in here. Not after what happened to Simon. Best of luck. Inspect this. Door's heavily reinforced and barricaded. It'd take a bulldozer to open it. Alright, let's chat with Sick Dwarf. With the blue mo? Nice. A stocky dwarf leans up against the wall in the container room. His skin is sallow and hangs off his bulky frame like a half-deflated balloon. You still have plenty of sick people back in the Barrens. Addicts, beetleheads, people whose immune systems have been ravaged by disease. This guy looks worse. Oh right, it's the rebreather, not a mo. Fine. Hello, stranger. Don't see many new faces on the raft these days. But you're here, so you want something. Now what would that be? We're friends of Gobbet. Seen her around? Friend. If you're looking for Gobbet, you're about 3 years too late. Your friend ain't here. And you've stumbled in the worst kind of place to be lost. Know what you mean? We had to deal with the welcome wagon upstairs. Things got hairy. I hope you didn't kill them. We didn't have a choice. Damn. Those were friends of mine. They're out of their minds a bit, I'm sure, but they were still people. We couldn't chance letting them live. Look, in case you hadn't noticed, I'm not feeling all that great. In fact, I don't have long on this earth. I'd rather not spend what little time I have left talking about why my friends had to die. What's your name, friend? Me? I'm no one important. The sound. He coughs into his sleeve. The sound is alarmingly wet. Just a man waiting to die. You haven't seen Gobbet lately, have you? No, I haven't seen the girl in years. I'd love to, mind you. She was a good friend way back then. What's wrong with this place? Aside from the uninvited guests, you mean? We've got a rat problem. If we've noticed. Don't let what's happened to me happen to you too. You want my advice? You get out of here, and you do it before you get bit. If you don't, you might just wind up on your deathbed right here by my side. We'll leave you in peace. Yeah, you do that. If you should find Gobbet, bring her by. I haven't seen her in a long time. It'll do me good to talk to her again before I die of this damn disease. Okay. So got someone to take Gobbet to. We do not, in fact, have Gobbet. You look like you're waiting in ambush. That just, you know. The man standing before you looks cleaner than most of the other squatters in the ship. There's no streaks of grease in his cheeks, and his clothes look freshly laundered. He leers at you as you approach. Well, what do we have here? Strangers on our humble raft exploring our leaking bowels? Man grins, revealing the cavernous gap in his teeth. He hefts a snifter, brimming with cognac in salute. Welcome to the sinking ship, strangers. Now tell me what you want. Who are you? Mercurio. You may address me as Mercurio, at your service. What do you do here? A bit of this, a bit of that. I'm an artist, or rather I used to be, an artist and a socialite, a man about town, and by town I mean raft, of course. Now, I mostly find myself shut away here on the sinking ship's upper deck. I've been festering away here on months, desperately clinging to the finer things in life. Quite the tale of woe, really. That's it? You just loiter around and socialize? A fine and noble profession. But you're a street-level operative, no? Blue-collar work, I wouldn't expect you to understand. Now, if that will be all, we're looking for a friend of ours. Orc, 19 years old, goes by the name of Gobbet. Oh, she ran away from you, did she? Ran all the way here to our little palace on the water? Have you seen her, or haven't you? Insistent little thing, aren't you? No, I haven't seen your runaway friend, but if I do run into her, I'll tell her that you're looking. We'll leave you to your business then. Mercurio. That does not look healthy. So, what's up? This squatter is in need of immediate medical attention. Her torso is a gory mess. An ever-expanding pool at her feet tells you she's well on her way to bleeding out. Okay. Please help me. So you got a medkit, so yeah. Hold still, this might sting a little. You crack open a medkit and go to work. Within minutes you run a saline drip into her arm and seal the wound with liquid skin. A final slap of adrenaline and painkillers gets the woman up on her feet. I don't know who you are, strangers, but you just saved my life. If I can ever return the favor, you let me know. What's your name, friend? Maria Lamb. My friends call me Sparrow. It's good to meet you, Sparrow. Better luck for me that I met you. If I hadn't, I think I'd have bled out by now. How'd you get shot? I was part of the last mutiny attempt. Made it through that all right, but I guess I also made some enemies. Don't know who shot me, but it's a fair bet someone on this boat's holding a grudge. We're looking for a friend of ours. Female orc, 19 years old. Seen her? Afraid not. Haven't been able to focus much since I took the bullet to the gut. Been fading in and out. If your friend's here, I hope she managed to avoid the welcoming committee. The two locals we met at topside, you mean? An elf and a dwarf? I don't trust them, and you should neither. Don't know where their loyalties lie. We'll keep it in mind. Thanks for letting us know. Like I said, I owe you my life. Giving you a friendly warning's the least I can do. We'll let you get on with your day. Alright, if you ever need anything else, you know where to find me. Cool. Well, that's, you know, a good deed. And who are you? I said, and who are you? A slender woman in shabby overalls looks up from her work with a frown. You can't help but notice the scars on her neck. Do I know you? What are you doing on this raft? We're here to help. Can you answer a few questions for me? Alright, make it quick. I got work to do. Had any close encounters with devil rats? Yeah, don't go downstairs unless you absolutely have to. Lower decks are absolutely crawling with the things. What's your name? Nobody important, just a worker trying to keep things afloat. Leave it at that if you please. Okay, yeah, thanks, and be careful out there. Alright, let's have a look at the terminal. Access the terminal. It's still working, although it's apparently a miracle. Anson Chung Sung, read the first message. Need to talk about these new regulations you keep handing down. Look, I used to be a merchant marine. I get it. I know how important procedure is on a boat, but I know the mindset that you're working against. And some of these new regs are bordering on draconian. They're getting in the way of our maintenance crews downstairs. Well, it's a good thing, okay? Micromanagement isn't. Let's talk about it. Okay. Now, damned rats. Got a hell of an infestation going down on the lower levels. We need to do something about it. Can I count on you and your boys to help me with this? I know that Em would frown on what I'm proposing, but she isn't doing anything to help. We have to take matters into our own hands before things get ugly. And the third message? This is exactly what I was afraid of, see. Those bloody rats have eaten us out of house and home, and now their food supply's gone. They decided to turn on us. It's pretty clear that Em can't or won't use her magic to fix it, so it's on us to deal with the fallout. I've had the upstairs maintenance crews set aside a couple of containers as a quarantine area / sick room. It's inevitable we're going to start seeing people get sick, and we need a place to shelve them. If we don't do this, we're going to have a panic on our hands. Vitus deaths ain't pretty. And meeting. Yes, tell your brother I got his note, and I'll be there. I don't know what all this is about, but I have a guess, and if I'm right, well, I'm in. Things have to change around here, for all our sakes. Log out of the terminal. Chat with them? Okay. Can't, like, continue that convo? And you. Another squatter. This one looks more beaten up than most. Bloody bandages wrap his knuckles, and one of his orbital sockets has been crushed, deforming the silhouette of his face. He peers at you with a mixture of suspicion and hostility. Don't recognize you. Means you're new here. His voice comes out in a hoarse croak. You picked a bad place to go sightseeing, outsider. You okay, man? You don't look so good. No, I'm not okay. I'm all beaten up and going blind in one eye. Now tell me what you want so I can be on my way. What's your name? My name? Ivan Fu. Is that all? Can I go? Tell me about the sinking ship. We want to see your take on what's going on here. It's all going to shit. Rats everywhere. People dying. Smells like a garbage cow. Satisfy your curiosity, outsider? Can you tell me any more? It's important. Look, I ain't the damned welcoming committee. I'm just a bloody old man who wants to get back to his squad. You want to know more about the boat? Ask someone else. Looking for a friend of ours. Female, 19 years old, blah blah blah. Haven't seen her. Sorry. Okie doke. What's this say? Always watching. Seem relatively fresh. Okay. As you advance down the hallway, you catch a flash of motion ahead. Something large rustling in a wall-mounted ventilation duct. Raise your weapon. You ready your weapon just as something explodes out of the ductwork. The figure tumbles to the ground and lands with a meaty thwack. Ow! Gubbet struggles up to her knees. The fall seems to have knocked the wind out of her, but she finally manages to croak out a few words. Trap! It's a trap! Gubbet, we've been looking all over for you. Yeah, well, you found me. Ta-da! Yeah, we found you. Do you want to tell us what the hell you're doing here? And what you mean, trap? Up ahead, those doors. It's the kind of trap that kills you. I've never seen anyone go in there and live. Her speech is interrupted by a violent coughing fit. Madness and folly scurry from her shoulders into the protective nest of her hair. The people I watched go in there never came back out. Not one. They'd just scream and scream. When the doors opened up again, they'd be gone. Well, thanks to the warning. Don't mention it. There's a long, awkward pause. Finally, Isabel steps forward. Now we're all together. You want to tell us why you came back here all by yourself? We'd have gone with you, Gubbet. All you had to do was tell us. Yeah, I know. But I figured this was one on me, and I didn't want to wait for another minute. Besides, I had a plan. You're on a boat full of hostiles, by yourself, in the dead of the night, hunted by devil rats. That doesn't sound like a great plan to me.